Hey everybody, and welcome to this masterclass. If you were watching live with me last night, you'll see that this is a slightly different version of the masterclass because unfortunately there were some technical problems, so I'm re-recording it for you. So if it looks a little bit different, that's why. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome, and I'm really happy to share with you over the next hour everything that I think you need to know about teaching baby massage and yoga, setting up your own family-friendly business. And I will be looking at why teaching baby massage is such a joy, what to do to be a success, what to look out for to avoid, balancing motherhood and business. And I'll also be introducing to our amazing January offer, which is our baby massage and yoga and mentorship mastery plan, program, which we're launching for the first time and is super exciting. So there's going to be details of that later on, plus a surprise gift as well. So thank you so much for joining me. So let's get started straight away. I'm just going to share my screen with you. So let's have a look what we can get up. So here we go with today's masterclass. You can see me just there in the corner. Let's just see if I can move myself just down here into the corner. Brilliant. All right, so welcome to the masterclass. Let's get started. To introduce myself, hopefully you've already seen me or maybe on social media already. You've visited our website and had some emails from me. My name is Gayle Berry. I'm the founder of Blossom & Berry, and I will just tell you very quickly my story of how I got involved in baby massage. So I started off life as a solicitor 18 years ago after studying for many years. When I had my daughter, and my life was completely transformed. I fell in love at first sight, and becoming a mother was the most amazing thing that ever happened to me. And I just wanted to spend as much time with my baby as I possibly could. It was just a truly wonderful experience. So I decided that being a solicitor wasn't going to balance up with being present for my baby and spending time with my daughter Emily. So I decided to look at other options. Now, by chance, I found a baby massage class because my daughter Emily was very colicky. And I went along to the class to calm, soothe and relax her. But actually what happened was I realised that baby massage was a fantastic way to tune into your instincts, to trust yourself, to develop positivity around being a parent, to meet other friends. And it was such an enriching and transformational experience for me. It totally changed the way that I viewed being a mum. And I thought, I want to share this with as many parents as I possibly can. So I took a slightly creative decision to leave my job as a lawyer, to set up my own business teaching baby massage and yoga in my local area. And I started teaching parents, and I loved it. And I could see in all of my classes the transformational effects of creating loving connections and bonds between parents and babies. I saw mums building in confidence, making connections and friendships, and I just loved it. And because I could see how baby massage was so much more than a baby class, it was actually helping to put more love into the world. I wanted to share this as far as I could with as many parents as possible. Now, I was only teaching around 100 to 200 mums in my local area, so I thought by establishing a teacher training program and sharing everything that I'd learned and all of my experience from my classes, I would be able to have a greater effect in the world by having a network of trained teachers. And that's exactly what I've done with Blossom & Berry. I'm so proud of it. We have over 1,000 teachers now across the world, all setting up their own businesses, all teaching their local mums. And so that positive ripple effect of creating more loving connections across the world is happening every day. So that is kind of who I am. That's where I am now. I'm an expert in baby massage and yoga. Also, I specialise in mother and baby wellness, and I've won quite a few awards for my entrepreneurial skills with Blossom & Berry. I'm also a complete geek. So as you can see, I am qualified in so many subjects complementary to Blossom & Berry, including I'm a doula, I'm a sleep consultant, I teach pre and postnatal yoga, I'm a hypnotherapist, and I take a course every year to deepen my knowledge, and I bring that knowledge to Blossom & Berry students, to the community, and I enrich my courses with it as well. I'm also an author of 2 books on baby massage, and of course Blossom and Berry's Love Letters to New Mothers book, which I'm very proud of. And I'm also fortunate enough to be a brand ambassador for Tropical Mum and Baby Spa. I've done work with Huffington Post, Mum and Baby magazine, and I am the channel Mum and Baby Massage expert too. About 5 years ago, probably one of the greatest things that I've done is I set up the Little Blossoms project in Malawi, and that is a project which is funded by Blossom and Berry, where we reach out to the most vulnerable babies in orphanages in Malawi, and we train the staff there how to use touch to connect with those babies and give them the vital interaction they deserve. And we also teach local mums in the poorest communities to become teachers and to teach other mums as well. And when you train with us, 10% of your enrolment fee goes to these projects, so you make a big difference when you study with us. And last and definitely not least, it's at the bottom, but it would always be at the top of my list. I'm a mummy to my 3 amazing children who are now teenagers. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats and a hugely loving and fun family. So I am very lucky. Now, let's talk about my why, because having a why is really important in your business and when you're setting any goal. And for me, I like my students to get to know why I set up Blossom and Berry, so you can find out if I am the right fit for you and you are the right fit for me. So my big why, as I mentioned, is I want to share the benefits of nurturing touch across the world to parents and babies through my network of teachers. So I could only help maybe 100 to 200 parents in my local area. So by setting up Blossom and Berry, I am helping to make loving, connected relationships between parents and babies across the world. And in essence, this is where our mantra comes from: love creates love, which I'll touch on a little bit later on. I'm also very keen on supporting infant and maternal mental health, because it's often overlooked, and when parents are preparing to have their babies, not a lot is talked about around infant mental health and why it's so important to grow babies and brains with love in the first 3 years. Now, what baby massage does is it puts the really important components of loving connection and bonding into action through its practice. So rather than getting parents to read books or engage with the subject of falling in love or bonding with their babies intellectually, baby massage actually puts love into action. So it's really powerful. I also want to create more love in the world through creating loving bonds and connected families. And I'm going to be talking about why love matters so much and why having a secure attachment as a child can really affect the rest of your life. And ultimately, my why is to enable hundreds of women just like me to create careers that they love and be with their families. Because what teaching baby massage does is it allows you to support families and create loving, connected relationships between parents and babies, but it also allows you to connect with your family and create deeper, loving relationships with them too. So having a baby massage business is really flexible. It gives you the freedom to be with your family. It gives you the passion to support other families. And my training is designed that wherever you are in the world, you can train with us, have lifetime access and all the support and mentorship you need to create that business that you love, just like I have. So who's this masterclass for today? So if you're watching this, it's likely that you are hoping to achieve some of these things. So you want to support new parents and babies with nurturing touch, massage and yoga. You want to support infant and maternal mental health and celebrate positive parenting. You want to have a job that you love and fits around your family. You want to have a balanced, happy life with less stress around balancing being a mother and your job. You want to reach your full potential and be happy and inspired in your work. And you want to spend more quality time with your children with less holiday stress, missing school events, drop-offs, and picking up worries generally. So if this sounds like you are in the perfect place, and I can't wait to share with you over the next hour. Now, it's also good to know who it's not for, because we are going to be working together, so it needs to be the right fit. So our training and this masterclass is not going to be for you if you have a fixed mindset and you don't want to grow and expand, because whenever you do something different, whenever you set a goal, you're going to have to move towards it, and that means growth. It's also not for you if you don't want to have a better balance in your work and family. Sorry, if you do want to have a better balance with work and family, but you don't want to make the changes. So if you don't do anything, you're going to be right where you are now, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. In order to get where you want, you're going to have to bring in change. So if you're not one who likes change, this might not be for you. Also, it's not for you if you're happy to stay in your comfort zone rather than reach your full potential. By its very definition, the comfort zone, your comfort zone feels good, it's comfy, it's warm, you know it's familiar. When you grow, you are going to expand out of your comfort zone, so it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. So that is part of your journey and part of your development, and so you're going to have to adopt a bit of a growth mindset to be a success. And it's not for you if you've been focusing on all the reasons why you can't do this and all of the things that could go wrong and all of the obstacles, rather than focusing on how you can achieve anything and you can create the future you want for yourself and your family. So, hopefully this is not you, or maybe you're a little bit of a mix of the two, but I think today's masterclass will give you a lot of insight and maybe help you make some decisions around teaching baby massage and yoga. So what you're going to learn, first of all, why we teach baby massage, and why we teach love and why it's so important. What are the real life-changing effects of teaching baby massage and yoga? Why teaching baby massage and yoga is an absolute joy and love. How you can serve parents and babies with your skills and abilities and create a meaningful and satisfying business. And how I share all of my knowledge and experience as an expert in my field with all of my students and community to help other people achieve their goals and success, because that is part of my big why. And at the end of today, you're going to get a special invitation. You're going to have an invitation to join our baby massage and yoga and mentorship mastery program, which I'm so excited about. We've never done it before, and it's just got so many amazing elements to it that I'm going to talk about later on. It's a limited program. It was available for 20 students, but we've launched on the 1st of January, so we've actually sold 10 spaces already. It's so popular. So we have 10 spaces left, which I would love some of you to join me on. And if you book after this webinar, you will receive a surprise gift as well. So let's get started with this quote, one of my favourite quotes in the world. If you want to change the world, go home and love your family. So the reason why this is so important and I'm so connected to this is for two reasons. The first one is that I believe that the family is absolutely crucial in creating this type of society that we want to have, and that parents are children's first teachers. Now, because parents are children's first teachers, I believe they're the most important people in society, because they are literally growing and raising and teaching our future. And I think that parenting is undervalued in our society. I don't think parents get enough support. I think that mums aren't helped to make the adjustment into motherhood, and fathers as well. And I believe that we need to invest in parenting and really value parenting, to allow parents to really teach their babies that the world is full of love, the world is a compassionate place, and to develop empathy in babies, because ultimately they're going to grow up, interact with their peers, and create our communities and really inform how our society operates. So I think that parenting and the family is absolutely crucial and needs to be supported and celebrated. So that's the first reason. And then the second reason is that this is actually what I went out and did. So I wanted to change the world, and I wanted to make the world a more loving place. So I left my job and I went home, and I was with my family, which has enriched my life and is the greatest gift that I have in my life, being with my family, being present with my children. And I've been able to create love for my children and my family. I've been able to create love for other parents and babies and their families, simply by following my dream and my passion and setting up my business, teaching baby massage, being present present with my children and having my flexible business at the same time. So I believe that love and family are the way to really create a more connected, empathetic and compassionate society for everyone, and baby massage really underpins this. So this leads me on to our mantra, love creates love. You might have seen this. It's what underpins Blossom and Berry's classes and courses. And we believe that when we're teaching baby massage and yoga, in essence, we are teaching love. So the idea with love creates love is that parents need to be celebrated, nurtured, valued and supported in order to feel love for themselves, in order to feel good about themselves, to develop positivity around parenting and to practice self-care. Now, when parents feel more love for themselves and they feel more positive and present, they're able to be more open and responsive to their babies and respond to their babies with love. So babies start to learn that the world is a loving, compassionate and empathetic place where if you cry and communicate your need, somebody comes and responds with love and care. So in that way, babies start to grow with love and understanding. And this isn't just their emotional development. Studies show that babies who have lots of physical contact, it helps to activate their relaxation responses, which can in turn help with their physical development, such as improving their sleep patterns, allowing them to rest more, which is obviously very important for their body and brain development. And also it allows them to absorb more nutrients into the body, which is also important for their development as well. So it's both their emotional and physical development that's being affected by the amount of love that they receive. And then if you think we've got babies that are growing into children who understand that the world to interact with love, we've got children at schools interacting with more love, which helps with things like cooperation and prevents bullying, and then our schools turn into our communities, which turn into our society. So in the end, we end up with a much better place for us all to live, and it all starts with that investment and support in parents as children's first teachers. So this flows through all of our classes, and our classes support parents as much as they support babies, and they help to build communities for parents so that they feel supported. Love really truly does create love. So if you have never seen baby massage before, I thought I'd just show you how the magic happens and show you some love in action.
Oliver.
So this is Sandy and Oliver. And you can see that intimate space we create with baby massage, and how Sandy is taking the time to tune in and be present with
You know what's going, don't you?
And it's pretty difficult to do that sometimes in modern life, just be still.
Now we're going to take the blanket out. We're going to do some soothing strokes all over your body. Yes, well done. Another one. Relax, buddy. Good. Good.
So you can see from that how we're putting love into action. You've got great eye contact, you've got physical connection, you've got the production of really good feel-good hormones, you've got cooing, you've got vocalization. Sandy's got the perfect opportunity to learn more about Oliver, what he's trying to tell her, so there's a greater connection, and Sandy's much more likely to be able to meet Oliver's needs in a responsive way by practicing baby massage and really tuning in. So what are the real life changing benefits of teaching baby massage and yoga? Well, first of all, touch is actually vital to all babies and children to help them grow and develop physically and mentally, as I mentioned earlier. So touch is not a luxury. Touch is not something that we shouldn't receive a cuddle when we've just been a good girl or a good boy. We should, as children, have as much touch as we need. Now, touch, you might have seen, can actually save lives in terms of kangaroo care, which is practiced with premature babies in hospitals. Babies are given skin-to-skin contact, which can literally save their lives, and actually skin contact can allow babies to leave hospital earlier than babies that don't receive skin contact. You also know that now mums are encouraged to have skin-to-skin contact after birth, because this can really change things up for babies. It helps babies to regulate their heart rate, their breathing rate, Also their body temperature. It can help them to establish breastfeeding. So touch is the vital bridge from the womb to the world. It communicates love and it helps babies feel calm and relaxed, which is vital for their health and development. Also, baby massage creates what I call a love bubble, and we just saw that there with Sandy and Oliver. It has all the key components of what you need to create healthy attachment and bonds. So they are eye contact, talking to your baby, exchanging smells with your baby, the production of oxytocin, which is known as the love hormone, and also touch itself. So when you practice baby massage, you are doing all of the things that you need to do to create and enhance a bond and a connection with your baby. So that's why it's so powerful, and we describe it as being love in action. And I have seen myself, by working with mums and babies, what a transformational effect coming to baby massage can be. Also, babies develop secure attachment through physical contact and nurturing care, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later on. It's now seen to be that attachment is one of the key factors in influencing a child's life in terms of their education, their health, and even their economic environment. The type of attachment you have with your with your parent between the ages of 0 to 3 influences the way that you interact socially and how you build relationships with other people throughout your life. So it's absolutely crucial to give babies the most enriching experience and to grow babies with love in the first 3 years of life. And ultimately, what baby massage gives parents and babies is chemistry, connection, and community. And they're the 3 things that I think are absolutely vital to help babies thrive. Chemistry is the production of oxytocin, the love hormone, which helps to activate babies' relaxation responses, calm them, and encourage good rest and digestion. For mums, oxytocin is the magical hormone that takes you from your pre-mother state in pregnancy to becoming a mother, because it helps you feel more mothering instincts towards your baby. It's the hormone of mothering. So it's produced in labour by the contractions of the uterus, by breastfeeding, and by skin-to-skin contact. So you want to have as much oxytocin around as a new mum to help you ease into that motherhood journey with your baby. And obviously it's also the hormone that chemically helps you fall in love with each other. So it's really important to have as much oxytocin as possible, and it's produced through touch. The C for connection we've talked about already. We've just seen it in terms of the bonding and all of the amazing things that are included when you teach baby massage. And the community aspect is what we try to build in our classes, because families are fragmented and because mums can now feel quite isolated at home. Baby massage classes offer parents the opportunity to build a new community to support them. So there's lots of benefits there that go beyond just coming along to a baby class. So here is a great example of what can happen when children receive love and when children are exposed to neglect. So on the left-hand side, you see a baby's brain that's been grown with love. This baby has been raised in a normal family. On the right-hand side, you'll see the baby's brain who has experienced extreme neglect. These are actually the brains of 3-year-old children. And they've had a look to see how the wiring of the brain, how the connections between the brain and the myelination process has happened over that time. So you'll see with the child who's been raised in a normal environment, their brain is bigger and it's well connected. When babies are born, they have lots and lots of brain cells, but the connections haven't been made, and they're made, and the brain is wired for behaviour and responses through the environment that the baby lives in. And the more enriching experiences they have, and the more love and the more trust and the more secure attachment they have, the healthier their brain development is going to be. And we now know through something called epigenetics that although your genes are very important, how your genes express themselves actually depends on the environment you live in. So the nature-nurture part is really, really half and half. It's the nurturing part is really, really important. Now, the baby that's had an extreme neglect experience, you'll see the brain is smaller, there are less connections, and there's actually some dark areas where no connections have been made. And this is because babies who experience extreme neglect, for example, if they have been in an orphanage setting are in what's called survival mode. So they are using their fight or flight responses to cope with extreme stress, tension and anxiety. Now when you're in that extreme state, you are really kind of fighting for your life, so your brain kind of restricts itself to basic functions. So it means that you've been so tense and stressed that you haven't been able to learn in your environment, to experience things. You haven't had that positive interaction, that connection that's really important to grow your brain with love as a baby. So as a result, the production of stress hormones like cortisol can actually block connections being made in the brain, and this is why you can have less connections and also areas within the emotional centers of the brain that are not very well connected at all. So the effect of this can go on for life. 0 to 3 is a very important window. 0 to 7, we have a little bit more time to play with. After 7, if you have your brain wired for fear and neglect, if you have your brain wired for fear, anxiety and stress as a result of neglect, you're going to have to spend a longer amount of time trying to rewire your brain to give you a healthy emotional intelligence later on. So what are the effects of touch deprivation? Well, as I said, touch is absolutely vital for all babies, and it really helps them to grow and develop physically and mentally. I believe that having a loving start to life and having a secure attachment should be the birthright of all babies, because it's going to affect a baby's life as they grow up to be an adult. It's going to be the blueprint for all of their emotional relationships. So it has to, I believe babies have to have the best loving start, and that means, as I said, supporting parents and supporting babies together. It also needs emotional regulation. As an adult can be challenging. So when adults, if you've had a difficult childhood, when you come to meet an emotional situation as an adult, maybe you don't have the emotional wiring there to deal with the situation. So you go into what's called fight or flight mode. So fight might make you angry and confrontational. Flight might make you withdraw back within to yourself and not want to participate in society. You can also get even further to something called freeze, where that's an extreme state of stress and anxiety, and you can't actually move through that emotion at all. So children's parents help children regulate their emotions. When a baby cries, we pick them up, and it's in that physical connection that we help to bring the baby from a stressed state to a relaxed state. It's the same with toddlers as well. When they have their tantrums, it's because they're trying to process complex emotions that they don't understand. They need to have stillness and connection with us to help them to bring them back to that relaxed state. So as a result, if you don't have this as a child, you can become more emotionally reactive as an adult, and ultimately individuals that don't feel attached to their families can develop a disconnection from society generally. And from all of my studies, I would say that connection is the foundation of mental health. So that leads nicely onto our next slide, which is all about connection, because that's what Blossom and Berry ultimately promotes. And we do this at every single level of our business. So first of all, obviously, we're promoting connection between parents and babies with our baby massage classes. That's really obvious. And then we're also promoting connection between parents in our classes so that they can support each other and build community. And then finally, I'm always connecting with my students. So although my students and teachers all have their own separate brands, because that's really important to me, that you have the freedom to express your own creativity through your business, we're all connected through our mantra, Love Creates Love, and through our Nurture Collective, and through the things and campaigns that we do together. So connection flows through on every single level, and that's our authentic message and reason for showing up in the world and being here. So why is now a great time to teach? If that's got you excited, I've got some good news, because now is a brilliant time to start your business. So first of all, if you think about mums and babies, the market is ever expanding. There are 353,000 babies being born every day, according to UNICEF. And so that means more babies to serve, to support, to connect. And so we've got an ever increasing market. So your market is never going to go away. There's always going to be mums and babies that you can teach. Also, a recent study by the National Childbirth Trust showed that new mums are experiencing more and more mental health difficulties. You probably would have seen more awareness around this. And the numbers of women suffering from postnatal depression is rising. So it's a real problem for us. As we talked about, mothers are babies' first teachers. We need to support their mental health. So because of this greater awareness, baby massage fits so nicely into an overall scheme of care for new mothers. Also, more and more children are experiencing anxiety, according to a study from the NSPCC. So let us prevent that from actually happening by creating these loving connections from the very beginning. And ultimately, I'm being contacted all the time by parents looking for classes. So parents are actively seeking classes. Baby massage and yoga is pretty much on most new mums' radar as classes that they want to do. And due to cutbacks in health visiting and just general social services and provisions, there are less children's centres offering classes now for free. And when they do, it's very targeted. So there's a great market now for private classes. So what do you need to be a success? Well, first of all, it's important to define what your idea of success is. Is it earning lots of money? Is it freedom? Is it flexibility? Is it lifestyle? Is it giving back? Only you can know that answer. But here are some things which I have found have been useful to me to help me become a success in my business. So the first thing is having a clear intention of what you want and your why. So I discussed that at the beginning, what my one is, and I want you to really tune in before you make any decisions to train with us about why you want to do this and what it is you want to achieve. You also need to have access to expert knowledge so you feel confident as a teacher and you can share all the benefits with your clients. You need to have an access to a wide variety of learning materials to inspire yourself and also to inspire your own class as well, because don't forget you're going to be a teacher. You need to be aware of what is happening in your industry sector and how there are any changes in practice, and this is something that we keep our students really updated with regularly. For example, there was a change in what oils we should use for massage a few years ago, and we were really able to step in and help advise all of our teachers. You need to have teaching plans to get you started as a foundation and have creative ideas for your sessions as well. It's really important to have a basic foundation in business to get you started. So we help you with all of that to begin with. And obviously there's so much support in our community and through our mentorship as well. So you can be an amazing teacher, but if you can't communicate the value of your services, your message, your why, and what you do, you're not going to be able to share your amazing talents with the world. So we help you with that. You also need to have community, because life is not just about training courses and certificates. It's about friendship, it's about fun, it's about connection, it's about reaching out. So our community is really vibrant and helpful and supportive, and it makes the real difference between just being a baby massage teacher on your own and then being part of a community. And ultimately, mindset, mentorship and support is absolutely vital. It's something that I invest thousands of pounds in every single year to help me achieve my goals. So we take a three-stage approach to our training. The first thing we do is we give you so much knowledge on your subject. We use clinical studies and evidence to build up our fully accredited learning booklets, which form part of our course. On top of that, we then layer video after PDF after handout, so that our courses are fully comprehensive. We have over 50 videos and they are increasing in number all of the time. We then give you the teaching techniques to facilitate dynamic and confident courses, because that's really important to be engaging as a teacher. So if you've never done teaching before, we can help you out with that. And then the third level is you can be the most amazing teacher in the world, but if you haven't got any clients, you can't serve your community, and you also can't create an income. So we focus on marketing too. Now, I love this quote, which says 100, which was, but we asked 100%, and we asked all of our teachers what they thought about our courses, and 100% of those teachers said that they exceeded their expectation and over-delivered on value. And I'm so proud of that, because I know that my courses are fantastic, because I ask my students and I listen to what they say, and I change and develop them to meet their needs. So you can be confident that everything is covered on our online courses and in our in-person training. So what kind of learning resources do you get? Well, all of your papers are marked personally, and you have your 100% study guarantee. So we will create any resources for you that you feel are missing in our course. We've never been asked to do that, but we can do it if there's something that you need. We give you access to all the materials on enrolment. So this isn't a drip-fed course. You get everything from day one, so you can really see how your journey is going to evolve and progress. We have numerous videos. Each module has around 5 topics, and each topic has at least four videos. So the video content is huge. There is so much information to absorb and learn from. We have PDFs, teaching plans and handouts, everything you need to get your practice started and do your case studies. We give you expert videos from people that we collaborate with around the world, and we also take videos at our real teaching practice and our real life classes, so you don't miss out. So here's a quick look behind the scenes at just one topic in one of the modules of our courses. So you can see how much information is this is just the introduction to the course. So you can imagine how much more is involved. So we try our best to build the best courses that there are on baby massage and yoga. And I am told all of the time how amazing my resources are. I'm really, really proud of them, and I would love you to learn with us. So what do you need to avoid? Well, first of all, I actually train a lot of people who have taken short one-day courses and then end up paying for that course and then paying me to train them so they can actually use their qualification. So please try to avoid short courses with no guidance on teaching techniques or how to support your clients. So you can probably train to become a baby massage teacher in one day for about £200, but those courses are very superficial in my opinion. I don't believe that you can learn the depth of knowledge and the teaching techniques and everything that you need in one day. Our courses take around 3 months to study online, and you have lifetime access to our resources as well, so you can come in and out whenever you need. I'd avoid courses where you don't get any support or aftercare, because as I said, community is very important, and a certificate doesn't necessarily guarantee your success. I'd avoid launching too many classes too quickly. So we advise our students to build up your business in an organic and sustainable way by finding the centre and then running classes from there. It could be your home, other people's homes. It's just a geographical location that we suggest that you start off with. Try to avoid doing everything yourself. This is a mistake that I made at the beginning. Ask for the help of friends and family. If you've got people around you who can help you build a website, help look after your kids when you study, ask. And that's the other thing. Avoid not asking for help, i.e. it's brave and courageous to ask for help and support, and it's normally always given to you when you ask, but sometimes we don't ask. So how do you balance motherhood and business? So here are my little secrets. So first of all, take your time, enjoy your business and enjoy your children. You're doing this so that you can be with your children. So be present with them. There's plenty of time. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So this is something I've done with Blossom and Berry. I've grown it in an organic, sustainable way. I've been teaching for over 18 years, and I've watched my business and my children grow in equal measure. So be present and express gratitude for all you have. Really, really celebrate the opportunity you have to create a business around your family and do something you love. Really celebrate being a mother and having the gift of children in your life. It's so important, and it develops a really great mindset. Be strict with your time and put boundaries in to balance life. So if your lives are always merging, your business and family life merge, you never spend quality time with either. So you have to literally switch off between the two, which can be difficult, but to me, that's the only way that you can give quality time and attention to both. Ask for help when you need it, because mums are really bad at doing that, and also connect with others and get support. So many other women are setting up their businesses around their family. Join our community and other communities that we're linked with to get lots of support here. So let's move on to the really super exciting bit. Yay! The program that we're launching this month, the Baby Massage and Yoga and Mentorship Master Program. It's so exciting because we've never done it before, and it brings together two of the most valuable parts of Blossom and Berry. So we are giving you the integrated diploma in mother and baby wellness and parental support, including baby massage and yoga, 6 months mentorship with me and as a group coaching program, 5 free courses in London, and we're going to have a celebration in London in July to look at how far you've come. And if you can't make that, we'll be celebrating with you in another way. So let's just break that down. First of all, the integrated diploma in mother and baby wellness. So this is our most popular training course. It's how a lot of my most successful teachers kickstart their business. You get an overarching diploma plus individual certificates in baby massage and yoga, which will allow you to teach classes, workshops, individual sessions, one-to-ones. You'll get a certificate in Learn, Stretch and Play, which is toddler music, massage and movement. You get a certificate in colic, being a colic consultant with our Soothe, Settle and Sleep program, offering one-to-one sessions with mums with very colicky babies who need that extra support at home. And also a certificate in baby confidence, which is our prenatal classes, where we have relaxation exercises, talk about what babies really need, and we have a social called speed bumping. So all of that comes as part of your diploma. You have lifetime access. You don't have to study it in the 6 months. You can study it over as long as you want, but the coaching part is for that 6 months, and you will get a variety of different resources to help you learn. There's a theory part that you need to do and a case study part that you need to do, and you can get more information on all of these from our web page. Then we have mentorship. So this is the special sauce that comes with this course. So you get a one-to-one 60-minute kickstart call with me to help you map out your journey over the next 6 months to a year, plus 6 months membership to our online coaching program, where we meet once a month on Zoom. We gather together, we share any limits or blocks or obstacles for the month, and everyone brainstorms around that to help you get through and go to the next stage of your journey. Now, I'm in masterminds myself. They are so powerful, and they are great at helping you make connections, feel supported, and you come off those calls feeling so much lighter. So that's a great way to really develop during your study with us. We have 5 bonus courses, which is just amazing because we don't all normally offer this. We have our lullaby massage, which combines music theory and development with massage, and it's been created by a graduate of the Royal College of Music. We have our mini massage practitioner hand and foot course, a massage course which allows you to do mini treatments for your parents and set up pop-up pamper parties for them. We have our business course here, which allows you to learn more about Facebook ads, Facebook Lives, and how to use video in your business. We have our Love Create Love Group Creator course, which is a voluntary group you can set up to give back to your community and support parents. And finally, we have our Leave Your 9 to 5 Mindset course, which is great for you right now as you're making that transition into having your own business. And then we're going to celebrate in London with some bubbles. And if you can't make that, we will celebrate you in another way and send you something in the post. And that's going to be in July. But the program the study doesn't have to be completed in that time. You have as long as you want, and you have lifetime access as well. That's just to celebrate the end of the official mentoring part. And on top of that, you get all of the things that normally come with Blossom and Berry. So normally, if you just train with us, or if you train on any of our other courses, you get over £1,000 worth of business support and marketing, an invitation to join the Nurture Collective to meet your new community, free access to our online baby massage course that you can share with parents, regular access to our team in Facebook Lives, the opportunity to feature in our campaigns like Mama Kind this week, where we do random acts of kindness, connection sessions with me in London, where you can just meet me for a cup of tea, 5% off future courses, and the opportunity to be our Teacher of the Year and join our Nurture University as well. So that's what you get, just the standard, and then you get all the other bonuses with this offer. So the amazing offer, the investment is £1,999. Wow, to start your own business. Amazing. And you can spread that payment over 10 months with a monthly payment of £199. So you can get started right now with your own business and this new career for £199. It is so good. And all of those bonuses I talked about, they're actually worth over £2,000 really, £1,999. So you're getting all of that for free. It's a 6-month program with the mentorship. There was 20 spaces, there are now only 10, and it's only available like this for this month only. So do not miss out on this. It will not be repeated in this exact same way for the rest of the year. It's a fantastic opportunity. And if you book today, you will get a special surprise gift, because I'm really excited to celebrate with you. And of course, 10% of your enrollment will go straight to Malawi to help those most vulnerable babies as part of our charitable projects. Oh, it's so exciting. So let's take you from where you might be feeling now, which is stressed, guilty, not engaged with your job, or overwhelmed. So if you're not engaged with what you currently do and you want to pursue your passion, if you want to be with your family but you're having to work all of the time, if you're trying to keep all the balls in the air and dropping a few quite regularly and feeling bad about that, if you're trying to always cover your school holidays and missing school events and wanting to be there at school drop-off time and pickups, but you're just not, and generally just feeling guilty about not being good at anything, I want to change this for you right now. Let's get rid of those feelings, and I want to take you on the journey that I've been on to create a balanced, fulfilled and inspired life teaching baby massage and yoga. So I want you to do what you love and love what you do. I want you to have freedom and flexibility. I want you to be inspired to create your own business under your own brand. I want you to choose your own hours and work times, work from home and have no commute. I want you to be with your children and your family and have more time for yourself, plus earn a great income. Baby massage teachers earn from between £40 to £150 an hour, depending on where you are, and that's per class. And some of my teachers run between 10 to 14 classes a week in very busy practices. So it's a great way to earn an income for a really good hourly rate and not be far away from your children. So who is a Blossom and Berry teacher? Is this you? Are you someone who wants to receive more love, connection, compassion and inspiration in your life? Are you ready to invest in your future happiness and success? Do you want to live for right now and create amazing experiences for yourself, your family and other people? And how are you ready to do what it takes to achieve your goals? I really hope so, and I hope you're going to be one of these 10 women. So here's some testimonials that I'd love to share. The first one is from Emma, who is a qualified midwife, hypnobirthing practitioner and doula who I've taught. So she says, these are the best courses I've ever done. I've loved them. Thank you, Gayle, for being an inspiration and for training me so well. I can't imagine there being a better baby massage and yoga training out there. Gayle enriches her training with her amazing knowledge and expertise in baby massage and yoga and makes the training thoroughly of interest to the student. She maintains a really comfortable and stimulating learning environment. The training materials are so well thought out and helpful, and Gayle is supportive on your journey. Yay, Emma! Loved teaching Emma, and I teach people from all kinds of backgrounds: mums, health visitors, midwives, doulas, hypnobirthing practitioners, physios, occupational therapists. I pretty much trained most types of people. So this one is from my wonderful teacher Colette, who set up Little Lotus Baby Massage and Yoga. She was a school teacher and she's now running a really successful business. Gayle, you're a great inspiration, both you as a person and Blossom and Berry transform and guide so many people for me, joining your training was the best thing that I've ever done. When I was 30, I knew I had to change my life. My work-life balance was off and I was losing belief in teaching. I searched my soul, I searched the stars, I searched the internet, and I couldn't find the answer. I couldn't find the change that I needed. And then one day I clicked and knew what I had to do. I found Blossom and Berry, I found and met you, and then this community. And wow, this journey has been amazing, and I'm living a life that feels right. So that is my why for showing up in the world. That's my why for Blossom and Berry. Wow. And so this could be you. I can help you to achieve this type of business, have this type of experience and feeling about your life. It's all totally possible. And I wanted to share this little text I got as well, because it made me feel really happy. Buzzing after my first ever class. Thank you so much, Gayle, and everyone for your support. I'm on cloud 9. So this was at one of my teachers' first classes. So this could be you. In as little as 12 weeks, you could be setting up your own business in your local community, teaching mums baby massage and baby yoga, spending more time with your family, doing a job that you love. It's all totally possible when you train with us. So are you ready? Are you ready to take the steps that you want to take to create your inspired future? So you can enroll on the course right now. If you go to your inbox, you'll find an email from us with all of the details. There's an instalment plan, which means you can start right now for just £199. And we've only got those 10 spots, so have a think about it, but don't leave it too late, because this is a very limited offer and the spaces are selling out really fast. You can also send me an email or book a discovery call with me if there's anything that you actually want to talk through, because obviously it is a big decision and I'm completely open to discuss anything with you. So let's just do this. So I'm going to leave you with this last thought, that if you want to work with mums and babies, if you're passionate about infant mental health and maternal mental health like I am, if you want to have a purpose in your life and a spring in your step about what you do every day for your job, and you want to be with your family and create a more love and connection with your family and be more present for them, baby massage and yoga is just such a brilliant option to take. It's such a joy to teach. So I would just say to you, if you've got all of those feelings and you're waiting for something, if not right now with this amazing offer, then when? So thank you so much for joining me on this webinar today. It's been amazing to connect with you. And as I said, if you have any questions, let's get in touch, and I hope that I will be teaching you really, really soon. Thank you.